Oh man, oh man, oh man. Am I live? Am I live? Once again, I'm back. Once again, to clarify some things. And once again, to drop some knowledge. First and furthermost, I would like to introduce myself. It's Carlos Fernandez, aka Type R87, gamer by choice, not by trend. And yeah, man, see a lot of people try to always wear out my quote, but hey, I always brush the haters off the shoulders. And I would like to get some things out the way. Mainly the situation that happened earlier today on Twitter beforehand on everybody's Twitter timeline. It came to my attention that a certain follower that I have on Twitter by the name of Wanye had posted a situation with another individual, and both went at it. Yes, they both went at each other. Things were said that weren't supposed to be said, but strikingly enough, you had one person that just took it above the point to to take it there. And yes, the person did go on a live stream on a podcast about 3 or 4 hours ago, just to clarify the situation and to mention what really had happened. But in reality, two wrongs don't make a right. Two wrongs do not justify a cause. If you knew that, within the context of your group chat, per se, you're supposed to set some guidelines, right? If I'm being wrong about that, then it's open season on anything that is being said in the DMs. So it came to my attention. I mean, it was something that was very apparent, that is not ignorable. And this person did say something that's very derogatory in terms of the usage of the word. It isn't a word that does empower rage and does empower people to think drastically about your character. But it also does encourage to question your integrity as an individual. That's just the way I see it. It's not that I'm trying to quote unquote chase the clout or try to gain attention by certain pertainable individuals who always get mad at the fact that when something is wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter who's in the right or who's in the wrong. It's just the fact that that word was used, that that word was emphasized to describe a situation where it could have been avoidable, where it could have been done in a more better way. That's just my opinion. There are certain individuals that, when faced upon with these kind of topics, they always want to throw in that people should put out their business, that people should not say anything pertaining to the situation, that people should just let it be the way it is. But guess what? I'm not that type of person. I'm very outspoken. I'm an individual that, when they see something wrong, I'm going to put my 2 cents into it. Whether the person or the people that are within the context of the topic don't like it, then guess what? It's going to be said, man. Regardless of how you try to flip the script, regardless of how you try to damage control the situation in any way possible, it's still wrong. It's still wrong to use derogatory terms to incite a debate with anybody. Because at the end of the day, you end up losing the battle. You end up losing the battle of logic over common sense. And that's where this whole situation is at. Now, I don't have to name the individuals. Most people will know that my name was set live during that podcast. And quite frankly, I really don't care if you feel any type of way about it. I really don't care if you think that I'm lesser or greater than the cause. You know why? Because at the end of the day, if I have to say something, I'm going to say it. Whether it's on this here live stream, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on Discord, whether it's on any social platform, I have the freedom of speech to per se to say what I feel and how I feel. And how I feel at the moment is that when you use derogatory terms and you shove it into people's faces, it doesn't make it justifiable. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it inadequate in terms to say anything cultural about a person. Why? Because you're disrespecting the person. You talk about respect, you talk about principles, you talk about all of this nonsense that you try to spit at people. Yet you turn right around and, contrary to the contradiction, you contradict yourself in the same sentence. If that's not counterculture, people, I don't know what counterculture is. I don't know what racism is. But when you use contradicting words to justify a situation, you have lost all means of justification to the debate, period. You have lost all of everything to make your point valid. And that is where this situation is at. But then again, there are some people that just want to go on and try to act as if nobody can comment or nobody can speak upon certain situations because they're not about the culture. They're not about that life. They don't live in the area where we live at. Let me reiterate this in the most sensible way possible. I was born, raised in the New York City area. I was born in the most hoodest of all spots in New York City, the Bronx. I'm a Bronxite through and through. I have lived in the Bronx all my life. I have seen things in my life that are racial, that are racially driven, that are racially done towards every single aspect of your being as a minority. Yet you got some individuals that like to act as if you're not about the cause. You're not about the situation. You're not about anything in general because the context of your skin. Because you're a Latino, that you're fair skinned, you have no say or no wording into anything that is racially profiled to any person. That I have to accept the fact that another person can actually call me a spick, a wetback, a beaner. And that incentive, it makes it okay for me to accept that fact. Well, you know what? I don't accept that. Why? Because if I'm showing you the most utmost respect and utmost courtesy, you should do the same to me as well. You should insinuate that same feeling. You can't just come out the blue just because my name is Carlos Fernandez and think that I'm Mexican. because that's not how all Latin people are. We're not Mexicans. We actually derive from Honduras, Guatemala, Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela, Peru, Buenos Aires, Chile. Bro, the list goes on of how diverse Latin America really is. And it so can be said for the Caribbean islands such as Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. There's a demographic of Hispanics, you know, Spaniard descendants, Taino descendants, African descendants in all those regions, even in Cuba. And for you to tell a person that they can't opinionate on a situation where somebody was using a racial derogatory term because you want to defend that person's logic, bro, you have lost all means of justification. And you was on a live stream for 3 whole hours trying to justify that situation, trying to justify the fact that this person said something that was not cool, that was very derogatory towards an individual, regardless if that individual did say some real fucked up shit. It doesn't give you the wholehearted right to throw it back. It doesn't, because you lose all logic. Yes, you might apologize as many as times as you want, and that people could think less of what you are thinking and how you express yourself. But deep down inside, that justification of self, that preservation of knowing that you said some real slick shit out your mouth, and then you're trying to justify it by the means that they were coming at your family, it still doesn't make it right. It still doesn't justify the situation. It still does not justify you for using that word. By any means, it does not justify it. And I guess some people might take my things the wrong way. They might use this as a means to say, oh, Carlos, you're wrong. You shouldn't be trying to defend the situation because you don't know wholeheartedly. I was listening to the live stream. I was listening to everything that was being said. And it still doesn't make it right for that person to use that term, monology, and use it against the other person because they were wrong at first. It's like a car accident. If the person in front of you brakes before you and you hit them from the back, you're still in the wrong. You have incited the accident. You have provocated a situation of catastrophe. That is the whole consensus of the situation. But yet, I cannot opinionate on this because I'm not part of the culture. I'm not part of the situation. Well, if it was presented on Twitter and I'm reading on it, I'm gonna speak upon it. And I'm gonna say whatever comes to my mind. And if I feel that this situation has to be addressed or put out there for people to see something to correct it, then yes, it has to be corrected. Society in a whole has a lot of things that need to be corrected. And how do you start by correcting those things? By bringing self-awareness, by educating people into the situation, not by saying that if I'm going to use an ignorant derogatory term, I'm going to use another ignorant derogatory term back at you to make it justifiable. No, you're not making any sense because you're giving that person all the ammunition to start off with the same rhetoric, ignorant logic. And this is where some people might think that the way I'm wording things and the way I'm saying things is me just being over the top. But no, this is me trying to explain my logic, explain how I see things both ways. You cannot put yourself in a situation, especially on social media, and how things nowadays can be taken out of context and then try to damage control that situation to your liking. You can't do that. Why? Because right now, this country, this society, this this political background that is being shoved into everyone's face. It's okay to be racial. It's okay to be a racist. It's okay to say whatever comes to your mind if you don't like the person because of their culture, their background, and their ethnicity. That is what is just being thrown around completely and wholeheartedly on social media, on YouTube, on any open social platform forum anywhere around the United States. And this is where those things have to be addressed and they have to be fixed. You cannot fight ignorance with ignorance. That is something that you can't do. I'm sorry, but people might say turning the cheek is the wrong way, or admitting defeat is better than to admitting defeat is not better than fighting back. Sometimes you got to admit the defeat in order to regroup, and actually come back better and try to educate the situation and not try to damage control one person's behavior to justify the terms being used during that discussion. Because right now, it's all over on Twitter. It's all over the social platform. And if by any means, it's gonna be there forever. The internet is forever. Everything that you say on the internet will be held accountable to the end of time. Why? Because it is stored as data. It is stored as proof to what you have stated. And this is why people fail on making sense at times. This is why people fail at making their justifications correct. Anyways, I got somebody here that wants to speak upon this. And if you can, my good friend, BitCloud Gaming, you want to partake in giving your opinion on this whole situation as well?
Oh, he puts me
I
out
know
on
you
the
weren't
spot.
aware of what was going on.
He puts me out on the spot, though. What's going on?
Hold on, give me a second.
There we go. Hear me now? Can you hear me? Nice, adjusting his microphone.
Give me 1 second, bro. What is going on? Yo, Ryan, try to unmute your mic if you can.
All right, you hear me now?
All right.
Can you hear me now? Hold on, how about now?
Yeah, now you good, bro. I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's what that's for. Okay, never mind. Sorry. You know, I keep forgetting I got an audio interface, so
Yeah, man, I know how it is, but
you don't want me out of my slumber with this. So what's going what's going on?
I don't know, man. You got people in they feels because I tweeted a post in regards
Uh-huh.
to a situation where two individuals were racially inclining each other,
Mhm.
and they they went off on the live stream and they mentioned my name as well and stated that, you know, I should just stay out of it. I should never never come into situations where it's not about me if I'm not
Really?
pointed out.
Okay. So obviously I didn't know the full story. You know what I'm saying? I got the
Yeah,
DM
me
and
me
I
me,
talked about
me.
it. But I looked at, what you're talking about, and here's my 2 cents on that. Okay. So obviously your title couldn't be any more truthful. You know what I'm saying? Two wrongs don't make a right. Both are grown ass men, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both are grown ass men. They're entitled to obviously their opinions, but they're also entitled to their actions. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them, what they say, what they do. Again, it's what they do. That's them. They're on the internet. That shit's there. Everybody sees it. But to go a little further, a little deeper, when you said, they said, "Oh, you should mind your business," quote unquote. I don't
Mm-hmm.
remember that same courtesy given towards us with the RGT.
I
See,
mean,
that's a little. That's where I'm kind of like, that's a little tough to swallow. So, they want you to be quiet, but when a certain thing happened to RGT, which again was tamed, I was shutting it down, and then all of a sudden, that should solve their problem.
mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. The situation again, it doesn't look good on either side, right?
It
It doesn't
does.
look good on either side. It
It,
doesn't look
it,
good on either side. Both sides are arguing other shit. One being called, certain slurs, and the other fucking being blacklisted at this point. That's kind of weird, though.
yeah, it is. It is.
That's really weird. I've seen a lot of shit. Like, one thing that's very, very hard to find here on YouTube, especially when it comes to friendship, is loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
I seen that individual who, got blacklisted. When I see this dude defended them motherfuckers were like a damn, like a knight. He defended them.
Mm-hmm.
So to see dude be called X amount of things, it's like, really? Is that really called for? Is it really called
Mm-hmm.
for?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it shouldn't be called for. What it should have been, the proper way of handling that was going, yo, they homies, they should be just talking, internet shit. I just find that weird. We just saw some crazy happen. I don't know if Titanfall Princess, so I don't know if she's still in the chat, but fucking what's the name? Just in his beef with Zaire. Hard Eight
Oh
Times.
yeah, Hardy
You
did.
know,
Yeah, they actually squashed their beef. They got through the situation as grown men,
like
and
I didn't think that was possible.
me either, man. I thought it
These
was.
two, they wanted to fight. They wanted to meet in the real, all that shit, and they officially ended that beef. So the fact that they ended their beef, right, and then as soon as that beef ends, here we go back to square one with another group and all that shit. Would be. I mean, I guess that's just human nature, right? We're always gonna argue and shit like that. But it just seems like I don't know. That's just weird to me. Just the way people
Nah,
are.
it is weird at the same time, but like I kind of like exactly what Luca stated in that podcast. Like
Yeah.
yes, we all come from different demographics in the United States, and we all live in different situations, and we all have different experiences. But
Mm-hmm.
one thing that can be held accountable is just the fact that if I'm a person of color, why am I gonna degrade another person of color? Why?
Yeah.
Why go to that extent to degrade the person and then try to go online on a live stream to actually damage control the situation to stating that the person was in the right to call that person, regardless if the person was first handily wrong for saying what they said.
See, again, that's another thing I found weird too. It's like, okay, this person was first, this person was second or third. It really shouldn't matter now, should it? It was
Mm-hmm.
said. Should be like it goes like this, right? If let's say you have a group or a podcast, whatever, right? There should be guidelines that are set. Guidelines that should be followed. That's why we did in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, listen, join the Discord, have fun, talk about what the hell you want. Hell, you can even promote your channel. We don't give a shit. It's for y'all. We do this for y'all.
But
That's
there
our
are
appreciation for y'all.
but
But
there are certain limitations.
yeah, there are limitations. Don't come in here starting shit, just antagonizing people because, oh, it's the cool thing, quote unquote, to do. No, you don't do that. You do that, you do that shit, we show you the door, But there should be limitations, should be guidelines to certain shit. So the fact that shit went like that, it just doesn't sit well.
Nah, it
It
really
looks bad.
doesn't. It really doesn't. And part of what's going on right now, I mean, that person who made that tweet and show the DMs, I do agree upon that. It should have been kept a little bit more private. But at the same time, how do you keep something private that is so impactful?
Yeah.
How do you put yourself in a situation where you got to say, damn, if I ignored this, can I keep on continuing doing the same thing? Because it's like a never ending cycle. Like you're going to continue with the same rhetoric logic every single time.
I mean,
It's
you think
never
about
going to
it,
change.
neither side won. If you really think about it,
Nobody won.
nobody
Nobody
won.
won.
Like, this isn't about, oh, this side won, this guy was in. No, nobody won. One person got, I guess he's suspended. I think that's what he said. He's suspended from Twitter. So
Yeah.
one person got suspended for Twitter, which I didn't know how he got suspended on Twitter until I saw that, the slurs that he was using in the actual DMs, he actually said on Twitter. So that actually carried over to Twitter. Wasn't expecting that. So him getting, suspended from Twitter, again, it doesn't surprise me. It's like, damn, Twitter, Twitter and YouTube, they quick on that shit.
They are.
They're very,
And
very
they will
quick on that shit.
and they will find justification to ban you from saying stuff that's derogatory, that is sexist, that is
Yeah,
racially charged, and most importantly, if it's doing any bodily harm to anyone or making them think that it's suicidal, you're going to be held accountable. You're going to be held accountable for your actions. I
Mhm.
I do commend that person for saying, for owning up and stating that they did something wrong. But still, you're not in the right to even still use that word regardless of the fact. You're not in the right to use it against the person to justify your feelings. You're still in the wrong because now that person can use that against you, and it's clearly being shown right now that it's being used against you. It's being used to the context where that person can actually take this, and it's proof. If you don't show the
Yeah.
proof, if this is the thing with social media now, it's called receipts.
Mhm.
If you don't have those receipts to defend yourself, you're in the wrong. You're in the wrong completely. And if
Yeah.
the person was saying some slick shit out their mouth, and you wanted to defend yourself in a live podcast, shouldn't you be representing all those receipts and stating everything to par so that people can see both sides of the pictures?
Well, it's not just that too, though. You really think about it. Again, you hear them. I'm hearing all sides, right? Again, I'm not really picking a side. I'm hearing, everything. Uh, what he said that, quote unquote, right, that he was in his feels when he said it. Okay, that's understandable. I said fucked up shit sometimes,
Yeah,
online and whatnot. We all said, we all
we
go
all
off,
we all I go off, bro. I
but
go off on Twitter all the time.
you
But
catch yourself though, that's one thing about it.
mhm,
We catch ourselves after shit like that. It's like, you know what? Why am I continuing? Like, fuck it, If you are in you're in a hostile environment, you gotta get away and shit's going left. Obviously, just leave the fucking, the conversation and leave. It ain't about, you're not on the streets.
mhm.
You're not on the streets. It's not like you can meet this motherfucker face to face and y'all motherfuckers can fight. If y'all were on the street and y'all was fighting, obviously it's a different story. But this ain't the streets. Y'all literally, y'all just talking on the internet. So it's best to just fucking walk away. But for him to say that, oh, I was in my feels, okay, I would actually believe that until I saw the fact that he actually carried those messages onto Twitter and still was saying them on Twitter outside the DMs.
And
That's where it makes it very hard for me to listen to really anything, and just makes you look at it like, well, either way, it just looks bad. You know, it looks real bad.
It looks bad on the person and it looks bad on the situation because number one,
Mm-hmm.
number one, it's something that I don't condone using derogatory terms towards anybody.
Yes.
I refrain myself a
You've never
whole
seen me say
lot.
no shit like that. You know, I would never, even if me and you had some fucked up shit. Let's say I had
Yeah,
a female on the podcast and just going left and we argued. I would never go no extra mile and call you no spick or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nah, why would I call my brother that? You know, that's fucked up. I would never
because
do
we're
shit like
at the end of the day, we're all brothers and sisters to one another, regardless
that.
of the background, regardless of the culture,
Dude,
regardless of
mm-hmm.
the language. We are all on this planet together, whether we like it or not, and we just have to learn to accept each other for who we are and where we come from, and try to understand each other in a more logical way, not
Yeah.
just not just try to fight ignorance with ignorance because it doesn't lead to no solution when you try to say dumb shit. Like it doesn't really help the situation at all. You're just making it more worse and you're making people feel more empowered to say more ignorant shit to somebody else, and then that ends up being in what? Into a
Yeah, honestly, it's too much of that. You know, it really is too much of that. Motherfuckers got mad at us, girl, for that shit when we were just checking motherfuckers and our shit. We like, listen, this podcast, we're not doing crumb size shit.
nah, we're not, bro.
We're not doing crumb size shit outside the podcast. Again, I let them do whatever the fuck they want. But on Fridays, when we hit that clock and we go live and we just put on these shows, we do it for y'all entertainment. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't give a shit. We don't need to create drama. We don't need to show up to people's podcasts and their comment sessions and start shit. We don't need to do that. Why
How?
what's the point of doing that? Who are we doing that for? Think about who are we doing that for? A
We're
bunch
not.
of motherfuckers who probably more than likely won't show up again in your fucking stream.
Not only that, you kind of insinuating the situation even further by even supporting the bullshit. You feel me?
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Like, I need to chill.
Like it doesn't really make no sense to fight ignorance with ignorance because number one, when you have an ignorant person arguing with an ignorant person, there is no common base grounds of agreement.
And yes,
Therefore,
I agree. Stray bull, it is. In the real world, it is bad. The station shit like that. It's bad regardless. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're on the internet, just because you're behind the keyboard, it does not change a thing. Shit
or
needs
even behind even
shit should
behind the
not be
mic,
said.
bro.
Shit can be said, and shit should not be said. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can't agree to disagree, or y'all can't have a legit conversation, then
They're just
I
take a
advise
break
you
from each
just
other.
move the fuck on. You know, I don't know
Or,
why people have these like long ass, fucking like not debates, right? But like these grudges. It's like who
mhm,
fucking cares anymore? Why would I care? You know, it's weird.
mhm.
Weirdo shit at that point.
Like we don't hold grudges against people. Trust me, I don't hold grudges against anybody. I just don't like ignorant shit, bro. Like just I'm keeping it 100. I'm keeping it a buck.
Yeah.
People who try to contradict and use ignorance as a solution to a problem, bro, you're what's wrong with this world right now. You're not the solution. You're the fucking problem. Get that
Yeah.
straight to your head. You cannot fight ignorance with ignorance. Using derogatory terms and cursing people out is not going to help the situation. What it's going to create is incite more ignorance and more animosity towards your own self. And if you don't
Yeah.
care about it, then guess what, bro? You're going to meet the right one day and they're going to clap your fucking jaw and tell you, "Hey, that's life." But keep
Yeah.
it rolling, G.
It's like you can say, like you can be racist, right? And you can say nigger, and all that shit, right? All these
Mm,
racist words to a bunch of people, right? Say that to the right motherfucker. I guarantee you won't be saying that shit now, will you?
mm-mm.
No. It's gonna be a short motherfucking what talk. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
short conversation. So the fact that shit's even a thing is ridiculous. But it's crazy. It's just
I mean,
my
bro.
only little gripe, though, I mean, cut you off. I know you're on your shit, but
Mhm.
my only little gripe, though, right? What I heard, during that. Now, obviously, yeah, they talked to, they pretty much called you, said that you're welcome to show. You already know me, like first of all, I don't know why motherfuckers act like people in the RGT can't go where the fuck they want. I don't know why this is even a thing where everybody has been on every fucking podcast they possibly fucking want. I don't hold no fucking shackles because, again, I don't own nobody. They're not slaves. They're my homies. They can do what the fuck they want. So if you do show up on the podcast, you open the podcast. But what I do find interesting, though, is that the amount of excuses. Remember when the shit happened with our homie Foxy, right? It was like, nah, this dude needs to be reprimanded for what he said, this, that, and the third. Why am I getting history lessons when this shit happened on their side?
I don't know, bro.
Why am I being taught in history? What the fuck does that have to do with the shit? Oh, I don't give a fuck what happened in 1970. What does that have to do with the situation now?
Bro, counterculture is a
Did you give that same type of leniency to Foxy Games UK? Did you get that same leniency to the RGT? No. Fuck no. You fucking said, oh, XYZ. Oh, he showed the true colors. Okay. I don't see no tweets like that on their end. And again, it's fine. I get it. They're looking out for their friend. That's fine.
Oh, that's the homie, bro. We
can look out for your friend all you want. But again, just don't act like there's no saying, right? You shouldn't like that. I wouldn't say it's no saying. I would just say, you can wipe that my shit don't stink grin off their face. That's basically what I would say. I would say that because obviously. Bro, obviously something's different here. Something's different. So,
bro, I can't understand the fact of defending a situation where
right. I can say you don't want drama, but when the shit continues and there's a constant thing, I mean,
is a constant reminder of why ignorance is bliss and why ignorance should never be used to combat ignorance.
All right, that's Nancy sending me an invite. Hang on a second. I'll jump in this.
Yeah. Like that's the kind of things that really make me think long and hard and try to question people's integrity. Like,
yeah,
you want to talk about call me car hole or gamer by choice
or gamer by trend, not by choice.
Like bro, I don't care about that clown and shit, bro, because at the end of the day, I am who I am and my nuts hang very low. I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah.
And if I'm on Twitter and if I
said, when y'all was going at it, y'all just, y'all just need to end that shit. Like, I always end it, right? Y'all just, whatever happens, right? This shit, I guess it'll just go where it goes, and y'all just, whatever.
Oh, I got no quarrels with that person.
I'm in the chat with Carlos. Sorry.
I got no quarrels with that person, but the animosity in their voice, so apparent. But if you're listening out there, that person, because I don't want to be name dropping. I don't want to create any drama with that person. But let's get this one point straight across. Number one, you had me on your podcast. You was trying to ridicule me and try to make me go against a person that I respected. You try to make it seem like if I was being stupid.
Yep.
You try to make it seem as if I'm trying to act all high and mighty because I can't stoop to your level. But guess what, brother? I am who I am. And for that reason is why I embrace myself with everyone in my walk of life. I embrace every culture that surrounds me because I'm a proud New Yorker. Don't get it twisted. I am a proud New Yorker, and I live in a diverse culture where I'm at. I live in the culture where we have Haitians, Africans, South Africans, Nigerians, Ghanaians, Panamanians, Honduran, Dominican, Puerto Rican, Slavic, Jew, Arabic, Palestinian. Bro, like the multitude of people that live, the 7 million people that live in New York City, the demographic of culture, bro, it'll blow your mind. The customary clothes that they wear, the food, the taste, the sounds, the sight. It's like, bro, you have an experience, an epiphany when you're walking in New York, even in the Bronx. Even when you walk in the Bronx, you see a whole multitude of diverse people. And that is something that is fucking beautiful. But I guess some people just really don't want to understand, you know, how you walk. They'd rather judge you because you're being intrusive and you're not part of the culture. Bro,
Yeah.
counterculture is a bitch, and you're part of that counterculture. You're the reasons why counterculture and ignorance never fixes ignorance. And that is the reason why I'm doing this stream. Because
Yeah.
my name was mentioned. Yes, and I did mention that person's name on the tweet because it is apparent who it is. I have no other choice but to post the person's Twitter handle.
Mm.
And I do feel that the way they express themselves and how they actually said it in the live stream, that this is the key focal point. This is why people got to take their head out their asses and listen to when a person speaks. I really meant what I said. Bro, how are you gonna really mean something that is so derogatorily degrading to a person and then try to justify it because of a situation? Like, I don't understand that. How do you say that you really meant it and then try to say that just because I got the backing of my homies and the people that I fuck with, it makes it okay for me to feel good about myself?
It's
No,
like,
it fucking doesn't, bro.
newsflash, I get it. I get it. He's like, their opinions only matter, right? Okay, that's understandable. But in the real world, they're not there.
No,
Unless they
bro.
live close, they're not there. So again, it's just stupid to me. I find the whole thing to be dumb. I really do. And it goes against a lot of things they're talking about. Well, certain individuals talking about, like, oh, we want to end beef, we want to talk, blah blah, and yet y'all do shit like this. And y'all wonder why motherfuckers don't reply, motherfuckers don't, want nothing to do with anybody. It's just because we don't care. I
We
better
don't
things to
care
do.
about ignorance
We
anymore,
just don't.
bro.
We just don't care, and then they wonder why. A lot of people hit me up all the time. You already know, Carl. You seen the message. I showed you
Oh
DMs.
yeah, oh yeah, bro.
Motherfuckers ask me all the time. Could you please go back to oh shit? I'm like, why?
Why even, yo?
Why
That's like
even entertain it? It's stupid. It's not fun
why,
anymore. It's dumb.
like you sometimes you got to move on and put things in a different perspective so that people can understand that you're not trying to be better than them. You're trying to become more of a messenger than a downer, bro. Like, that's just the way I feel. I'd rather be a messenger that has something positive to say about society and also the negative aspects of society as well, so that people can educate themselves and so that people can understand that we're not here to judge anyone. We're not here to judge you by the contents of your skin. We're not here to tell you that you shouldn't speak upon certain situations, but we do have the given right
Mm,
to state that what you're doing, it is wrong morally.
it
See,
is.
there's a moral compass, and if you cannot utilize that moral compass to get your point across, then you have lost the battle. And I'm sorry to say it, that person has lost that battle, regardless
Yeah.
of how they don't care what people say about them, or that the people that say some things about me are irrelevant at that point. Well, bro, you're irrelevant to me too, because you just show me that you're not intelligent enough, that you're not beyond that plateau of reasoning, that you'd rather stoop to the level of that person in order to prove a losing point. And
Yeah.
that's where the principle of that person's integrity is actually questioned.
Exactly. It's not about having anybody support you. No, it's not about that
It's
shit. It's
not
about
about
the
that, bro.
basics here, dude. It's the basic principles. Certain shit cannot be stated online. This certain shit can't be said. And if you think that's okay, well, I hate to break it to you. It's not. It's not.
It is never okay to use racial slurs and derogatory terms
Mhm.
to
And
to
I don't want
a
nobody
conversation.
to look at this stream. I know we got some people watching, but listen, those who might watch this later, this ain't no attack. I'm not attacking. I'm just breaking down what I know for a fact, and I know for a fact is, something that needs to be said. You know, it's just the truth. Like, it's like, bro,
Mhm.
if you're going to act like this fucking white knight, right? You're going to act like what you're saying is law and what you're saying is the fucking truth, right? And that you're this, this bringer of facts, quote unquote. Okay. Then you might want to keep that same energy inside and outside your circle. Keep that same energy, period. Keep that shit a stack, right? That's what people like to say. Keep it a stack.
Yeah, keep it a 100, keep it 100, keep it a buck. And
Get
I
on it.
mean, and tell you the truth, honestly, bro, like the whole situation with Foxy Games UK, that shit had me tight. Did
Oh,
I
I know.
go?
Oh, I
Did I
know. Trust me. I
did,
know.
did, did I go on a tirade and started clowning these assholes for what they did on the live stream, trying to make fun of him?
Nope.
No, I didn't stoop to their level because I'm letting them win the battle if I do that.
Yeah. It's like, again, certain shit. It's like, it's not worth the discussion.
No, it ain't, bro. It really isn't. It really
Cyber
is not.
Football say he wants to
Yeah,
join in.
I'm gonna send them the link real
If
quick.
you want to let him in, he'll jump in.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But
send them the link. Quick.
I just find that weird, man. I just find that very, very weird. Again, I'm not not trying to start no shit, but again, I know when shit needs to be said. And
Bro,
shit should not be said.
everything has to be said to a certain aspect of the situation to where the person themselves, right,
Mm,
should understand that there's ramifications for every opposite reaction.
yep,
There is a point where you shouldn't be using those type of terminologies in order to get your point across.
agreed.
And that's where this whole situation stems from. It's not about me being higher up on the plateau, trying to be better than you. No, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm just trying to point my point across that your ignorance and how you're paraphrasing that ignorance to say that somebody says something ignorant to you, it's not benefiting you in the long run because the proof is right there. The proof is already presented beforehand, and you're gonna be judged regardless of how many fucking apologies you throw at
Mm-hmm.
people. The person who's viewing it from that perspective is gonna say, you know what, bro? That's out of pocket.
Yeah,
That's out of pocket. I can't defend that.
yeah.
I don't feel comfortable enough. And it was a good point that Luca pointed out. I don't feel comfortable enough. I gotta come in at a side angle with you because I don't know whether you're gonna actually rate me the same way as you did to that guy. I'm
Facts.
and Luca has every right to feel the way she feels. And I
Yeah.
also heard another YouTuber on that panel list who also stated that they went through a racial situation with their son on a live stream, and I commend that person for handling the situation the proper way,
Right.
the proper
Accordingly, yeah.
way,
Right.
accordingly, not the ignorant way, because sometimes acting ignorant leads to ignorant, violent situations.
I mean, sometimes the best offense, really, in certain situations, certain extreme cases, is really silence. you
Like if
know,
the person says some real dumb shit, bro, I'm gonna ignore you.
I
People
mean,
don't understand.
silence can end so much shit. Like, it's not even funny how bad shit can stop. And it's crazy. It really is crazy. I guarantee you, though. I guarantee if probably the roles were reversed, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure the whole situation like we're talking about now probably would have been laughed at, like, oh, look at the damage control. But it's like, it's really, at the end of the day, this is what you guys are doing. We're just breaking this down. And again, I understand. These want to protect the homie. Trust me, I understand. I would, do the same for Carlos if some shit went down. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
even I gotta stop for a second, look at Carlos, like, oh, Carl, what did you really do?
And me as a person and as an individual and as the man that I am, right? As the common sensible man that I am, I'm gonna watch everything that I tweet. I'm
Yeah.
gonna watch every word, every words. Hey, what's up, Players United Gaming? I'm gonna watch everything that I tweet because it could be held accountable at any time. it could be held into the context where you're gonna get banned, or you might even get permanently suspended from using the social platform. And
Exactly.
and it's gonna be used against you on any other platform. Why? Because it carries over with your email
Yup.
address. It carries over with your IP address. It
Yep.
carries over with your first and last name. And this is what people don't understand. You could try to act all hood, all gangster, talk all that slick brother power bullshit that you try to spin, bro. End of the day, whatever you have stated has gone down the drain into the shithole because you have defended a derogatory situation and try to justify it as something that was right when it's not fucking right at all. And that's what gets me so fucking heated with these ignorant motherfuckers, bro. Like, I'm sorry I had a curse, but ignorance is something that I cannot fucking tolerate whatsoever. Because
Exa-
you cannot do something in this fucking intense situation and try to provocate a justification of righteousness when it's not.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Lobo. Speak your part, bro.
exactly. That's what that's what we've been telling them all the time, but yet they don't even listen. They have the lowest IQ of a Fortnite kid.
Oh, and I saw some shit too. They were talking shit about you. So
Oh yeah, no,
what was
no,
that about? I heard him say, "Oh, that dumbass
oh, oh
Lobo."
no,
I'm like, okay, I understand the shit going on between Carlos, right? I understand that, sure, right? Okay, fine, but wow, why y'all going at the Lobo? What Lobo do?
oh no, because
Hey,
I
Keith
joined
Rise.
in.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
What's
How
going
you
on?
doing, pal? Niggas really clout
Oh,
chasing bullshit. Yeah, y'all wasn't there to see anything. Motherfuckers retweet everything.
woohoo!
Hey, brother, if I want to retweet that I got ass hairs, I'm gonna retweet it.
Oh Lord,
And if you feel
not
a certain type of way, you want to pull up in the discussion right now, I'll give you an open chair, bro.
no, no,
You got
no.
the open floor if you really want to do what you want to do, because that's how exactly you always do it, right? So please send me your email address so I could have you sit down accordingly in this little discussion.
Oh,
Oh shit, here we go.
oh no, we don't want to we don't want to start the drama, right?
No, I'm
Here's
not trying to
So,
start the
Callie, what's
drama.
going on?
I'm not trying to start the drama, but I got some people that just like to, try to influence the situation to their advantage.
yeah,
It was not right. You're saying it was right, but ignorance does not resolve ignorance. It's just common sense, bro. And if you don't have that common sensibility to know that, then you shouldn't even be speaking upon racial context, bro.
yep,
You're
exactly.
part of the problem of racial derogatory expression.
Oh yep.
But you could try to defend it as much as you want, bro. You keep on typing. I'll make it even easier for you because I don't want people to feel a certain type of way against you while you talk. So just keep on typing, and I'll reply to all of your types. All right.
Oh my god,
Here's
Callie,
the
you was a fool.
yeah,
You're a fool, Callie Rex.
yeah. Here's the thing one that I want to say. Thrash, I never even blocked you. Hell, I didn't even fucking muted you. I just left you alone because I know how you are in real life.
Hmm.
And not to mention this,
You sent him the invite.
not to mention, he thinks that he's all hood and shit. But let me tell you this, Thrash. I've been at Long Beach multiple times, and I haven't seen anything that involves the ghetto. I'm thinking that you're creating this whole mentality inside your mind, trying to be all hood and shit.
Hmm.
I mean, nobody's angry, bro.
Sound
Like
angry. I didn't even say
we
nothing.
we just rolling with the punches, bro. We just rolling with the punches. But feel free to type some more, please.
You
Let,
sent
let
him the invite to the chat. Invite him in here if he'll jump in.
Uh,
Hey, we jump shit, I mean. It is late though.
I know. It's like what 1 a.m.
It's like
your
what
area.
you doing this shit?
Yeah, I was gonna go ahead and invite you guys on tomorrow. Do a
Yeah,
little
I
stream.
mean, yeah, if you want to do the stream, we could do that as well. But my whole point is, bro, ignorance does not combat ignorance.
Yeah, true.
And that's just the whole base of the situation. Both parties were wrong to call each other any type of things, bro. I don't condone anybody calling somebody anything other than their first name.
Yeah,
And that's
true.
where I draw the line. If
Oh,
your name is
Mm.
Pablo, if your name is Chris, if your name is John, if your name is Travis, is those are the things that I'm gonna say to you because it's out of common courtesy and respect. I'm not gonna
oh
call
no,
you. I'm not gonna call you any racial derogatory terms for what? What's that's gonna benefit me in? Nothing. It's just gonna show me. It's just gonna show the person that I'm just
That
being
shit out
ignorant.
here.
yep.
My phone's going off too.
Not to mention,
Uh,
he goes after your personal information. I'm like, really, dude? Did you have to go down deep in the rabbit hole?
Bruh, let me get something across to you, Thrash. Yes, I do troll on Twitter,
is he
but
gonna jump in or no?
I
I
don't think so.
I troll on Twitter. No,
Y'all talk it out.
no, I'm gonna say it right here, right now. I tell this every single time when I'm on the RGT podcast that I go to Twitter and I troll. I troll Xbox. I
What do you mean
troll.
we don't know what was said? The whole thread was shown. Every piece of the thread was shown. Do you not look at Twitter? They have every screenshot. It was shown.
He got banned on Twitter, to be honest with you.
He's not banned. He's suspended.
Yeah.
He's pending suspension, which
Yeah, he's on that penny thing. He's in Twitter jail.
Yep. I know, God.
we might not know what was said, but there was enough substantial evidence to know that that person said some shit that was not proper, bro. And that's all the proof that's needed. It's like
And
it's like
well, no,
it's like me not presenting myself to a courthouse
no.
and telling them, I didn't do it. They're gonna hold you accountable with the proof.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie though. I saw that thread. I'm just like, holy shit.
Yeah. I even saw that. I was like, oh my lord.
3 days
Here we
worth
go
of shit
again.
was shown on Twitter. The whole thing was shown. Well, not the whole ridiculous thread, but
I don't know to its entirety, but I saw enough to say, yo, this is some out of pocket shit.
Yep. Oh, here's the thing.
here's
Why?
a problem with that too. Thrash, if he, let's say, okay, so you're saying that there's two sides to every story. Obviously that's true. So if there was something said on his point, the other person's part, why didn't Royal just post that?
Or
And
better
That's
yet,
what I find is
why
very hard
didn't
to
he?
understand.
Why didn't he do it in his own channel with his 200 people following?
You
I don't
say you
mm,
understand
read the evidence that the culprit put out. I thought Wanye was the homie. He's a culprit now?
I don't know,
Oh,
man.
What's going on with Wanye? I thought Wanye was
People
the blood.
people become culprits when when they trying to keep it too real with people. I guess
That's
yeah.
that's just how it is.
crazy, bro. He's a culprit now? Damn.
He's basically
You see the
the
part where he hold on.
Yes, which is understandable. I understand that he spoke upon somebody that had passed away, which is something that
Let
can
me bring up
actually
that
lead
let me bring up that
to a
movie.
bad blood situation. Yes, that is understandable. I give that person every right to feel the way they feel, but it does not give them the right to still use a derogatory term to express themselves to justify a situation. If you're not listening right, then bro, take your head out the clouds, bro. Take your head out the clouds.
oh god. His house is basically everywhere in the room. Uh, I'm sorry.
Like,
Damn.
like if you trying to
Okay,
defend somebody,
so can you share my screen for a second? Okay, so what is derogatory about this right here about his father? I'm trying to understand where you're coming from, Pesh.
let
You
me
see this, right? What's derogatory about what was said here? This is what Wanye said, right? So what's derogatory about that? Can you see it on the screen?
Yeah, I see it.
You see that? Like, click on it. Click on the screen, and then
I see it. I see it.
come on, Carlos. He has to click on it because he's the host.
right there. You see it?
Oh, I'm not
Oh,
looking. I gotta look on my phone.
Oh, there we go.
Should be there. But what's derogatory about that? He says, "Oh, sorry to hear about your dead pops." And what's the replies with that?
SUN.
again, I can see where you were coming from. But you were saying there was two sides to every story, and that the whole thread wasn't shown, vice versa. But from what I'm gathering right here, literally nothing really was said bad to trigger that type of response.
He just lashed
And,
out.
and don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying, I'm just looking at what I'm seeing here. Obviously, again, I don't have the full spec. I don't have the full
He
notes.
just lashed out of nowhere. To be honest with you,
I mean,
Wait till you get unbanned. You will show you what. What do you mean unbanned? What happened? Banned on what? Like on Twitter? You Twitter banned? Is that what you said? If you're banned on Twitter, you can still show the thread. Just well, you're not home though. But
I mean, at the same time,
you should still have access to the thread if you're a Twitter ban.
yeah.
like I said, bro, like if proof was being shown, then this shit would have never been disproportionate out of context. And that's where the problem is at. That it went out of pocket. It was shown that this person made a statement and that person did not provide enough proof to present that. If you getting pissed, bro, you could do one thing and one thing only. The door's not that far. You can find the exit. And I'm keeping it real. Now, if you want to hear what we have to say, then by all means, keep on typing. But getting you pissed because of what? Because we're showing you
again, piss you or Esau, let me answer. So he piss you off. Piss you off how? I just showed you the thread. That's all I did. I just showed you the thread. So again, you said there's two sides to every story. I'm gonna actually give you the benefit of the doubt there. Again, the whole said Twitter ban. I can't show. You can't show it, but you. Well, okay. Well, again, I haven't
Then
been.
go on your PC. Then you can still log in even if you're banned.
Yeah, I know. Royal's banned too. He said he's Twitter banned as well. Yeah. So how long are you banned for? Twitter wise?
I think it lasts only what, like a week or so, something like that.
Like a week, right? It's like 7 days.
It depends.
It depends.
Yeah,
It depends on how severe it is, right? Like how many people reported it. So how long do they say you banned, or is it under review? If it's under review, then it might be longer.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Oh, here's the thing I want to say about the whole when I joined in on that stream. I
got screenshots, but can't post them. You can't post them 7 days. Okay. Let's see.
Well, if that's the case, then you have to present the evidence, which is the receipts. That's how we call them.
He sent DMs. He can't. Well, shit. I don't know if he can't DM nobody. Shit, can he?
Nope, he can't.
Oh, it was. Oh, okay. So it wasn't about this whole thing here. It was about Trump. You got banned over Twitter because of Trump.
Conservatives are turning into.
I can't help you there.
I can't help
you there.
Me either.
Me neither. That's why I always.
You of all should know that the world is fucked up when it comes to Trump messages. So
I mean, you got so many Trump supporters on Twitter. It's not even funny, bro. You say one thing wrong about Trump,
yep, you're
not supporting vice president.
You're everything. You're a minister, a joke, all that junk.
Well, technically, Twitter is a far leftist group.
Yeah,
they'll ban anyone that.
Facts, Cali Rex. Stay away from politics.
Oh yeah, true.
I try to stay as far away as from everything, bro.
About politics.
Thank you,
I don't wear shit from you. You know, see? That's why I go quiet on RGT when we get into politics. I don't wear
that. I mean, I feel the same way as Cali Rex, bro. Fuck both sides. Like, I really don't care. Both sides are being stupid, deludedly ignorant to one another, and they should start working with each other in order to improve the situations for all people here. Yeah. Everybody included. It doesn't matter what racial background they're from. But guess what? It's not happening because the majority leader speaks ignorant shit, and that's how it is.
Not to mention Google is going to try to influence the
election. Since he, he can't obviously post it, right? So you have to wait 7 days till he posted the full thing.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I stay away from that politics shit at times, bro. But there are some people that sometimes need a little bit of a wake me up because you can't believe everything on the news. Like
Oh God.
the news is actual
Well,
propaganda as well.
just
So
I'll say give him time. Obviously gotta be lenient here. Obviously he's banned for now.
no. I want to see. I give the benefit of a doubt. I want to see the receipts, so this way we can find a solution to the situation and have these two individuals actually work out their situation as well and move
Mm,
on from it. Because
Yeah.
it doesn't make right for one person to get banned, but yet again, you said some slick shit out your mouth, and now you're being held accountable for that situation.
Yeah. Oh no,
Exactly.
I'm not saying you hit Trump up personally. I'm just saying anything related to Trump, like anything related to Trump, motherfuckers is just getting banned for. So
Yeah. Yeah. And not to mention, I make memes out of it.
okay, Twitter hit me up for it, but
Mhm.
trust me, uh,
I want to
you're
say
mad
something about
because
the
he
whole.
posted only one side when he started the shit. Well,
Can I say something right now?
Go ahead, Lobo.
considerations plan.
Thrash. I don't know what was when I was
And you have
when
wait, so you
I
have all this documented. That's good. I'm telling you right now, this is a boring ass week, and then this shit happens. So I hope you have everything, man. 'Cause that looks bad. That looks
yeah.
really, really bad.
Here's the thing.
Well, I
I
will
don't
say this
understand.
though. One second, Kelly. So I will say this, right? Since you guys have a quote unquote message group, I guess that's what it is, right? Message group. You need to have guidelines in this shit, man. I'm gonna give you points, man. You need to have guidelines. Shit that should not be done and shit that should, and should be allowed to be done. No working it out. He did some foul shit. Uh, okay.
Mhm.
Hey, bro, all you gotta do is redo a live stream, present all the fucking receipts, and show people that this shit was just not a one-sided kind of situation. Because at the moment right now, people are seeing shit that is not apparently in any favor for anybody. It doesn't matter whether the other person said or did not
Mm.
say. It's just a simple fact that the shit was said out of pocket. That's where my problem is at. I could care less if they was joking about each other's sneakers, their clothes,
He
how their
broke the
teeth
he
look.
broke the guidelines. So there were guidelines in the thread. I'm trying to just make sure whether guidelines in the thread. For example, shit, whatever's in this thread, right, doesn't quote unquote leave this
Leave the
thread,
threat. Yeah.
or whatever beef that's in this thread doesn't go out. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how we did for Truth podcast long,
Yeah.
a few
Mhm.
stories ago. Of course, that didn't last long, but
Yep.
what I'm saying, guideline wise. So
Yep.
Yeah, and that should be always
that's fucked up.
a very big rule. I'm just seeing it. I'm just calling it for what I'm seeing, bro. That's just the way how I operate.
Again, you don't get mad at us. This is what we are shown.
Yep.
This is what we are shown. We're not in the threat. We're not in
I
Yep.
any of that
I
shit.
saw that shit, bro. Like I tried my
We're
hardest
not in it.
to
I got
ignore.
tagged into this shit. I want you to understand that. I got tagged. I didn't put my nose in this business. I was tagged in this business. And I was
Yeah.
showing this.
I
I
So
saw the
saw
Adam,
that shit.
screenshot
I was
karma.
like,
I was
wow.
tagged. You
I
care
saw the
less.
retweet
I'm
from
doing all
karma.
day and I got a witness. I'm playing fucking Gregology or what's the name? Was it Gregology? What was
Memology.
G? You know what?
Memology. Memology.
There you go. There you go. Him. I was playing him in Tekken all day.
Oh shit! Nice.
I was playing him in Tekken. We would have like a legit Tekken back and forth, like the past few hours.
Oh
But
god.
you gotta understand, bruh.
Yeah.
Even if we didn't see the shit the way it was supposed to be going, it was pretty apparent that even when he stated it at the beginning of that podcast, he really meant it. Bro, when you say that you really mean something, that shit could be taken into context even at the court of law, bro. Like y'all
Yep.
don't really understand this shit.
So
Yep.
if we
Yep.
seen the shit he said and dub, we wouldn't be all on it. Actually, it would be. That's just fucked up either side, man.
What?
It's still a double standard of wrongness with this whole
Yep.
situation. It doesn't matter whether the other person said it or the other person stated it.
whole
It's just
truth.
wrong all the way.
Told the
All,
truth. Go
eh,
ahead.
it's just something that's wrong in general, and something has to be
I'm talking to bigger YouTubers. I hear you go. You're talking
something,
shit.
something has to be cleaned up within the confines of the community, bro. You cannot fight ignorance for ignorance, and that's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Whether both parties are wrong, and that's it. Final. Don't try to justify another person's derogatory term to justify it because a person stated something, and then try to say that, oh yeah, they also stated this, but yet you have no valid proof presented at the moment. That's like getting caught with your pants down taking a shit. It's gonna stink.
Oh God.
Yeah, well, it's a lot to take in, man. It's a lot to take in, right? This shit.
It is, and
Yeah.
and I feel fucked up as it is, even talking about this because
I mean,
don't
since he's here, I mean, he should know I'm not in it. I was like, I'm not in it. I was tagged. I'm just here as a
I
witness.
just saw the fucking tweet. I was like, wait, what the fuck
I've been
is going
tagged. I'm
on?
not in it.
saw
So
the
you
retweet.
thinking I'm taking this or pushing this? No, I don't know shit. I've been tagged in
I
this.
saw the tweet. I was like, what the
So
fuck?
I saw the
both were on
retweet from
derogatory
it.
terms.
It doesn't matter if both are on the derogatory terms. Both are wrong. Doesn't matter who
Yeah,
said
both are wrong. Like that
both
shit
are
should have
wrong.
been like somebody should have intervened at one point and like, yo, stop that shit up.
Bro, I even
That's
asked.
just my opinion. That's just my opinion on the thresh. I think somebody should have jumped in, legit, stopped it before the shit got to where it was.
Yep. And then on top of that, bro, even Stray Bull said it completely honestly. Spouting that word is ignorant no matter what. Any slur is.
Dropping FN bombs on middle of the stream, really? To be honest, that's fucked up. To be honest, that's an unprofessional way to say it.
You don't have to let it slide, fam. Like nobody's telling you to let it slide, but at least be commendable to the situation and don't try to damage control everything that's being stated. Show proof because word of mouth is not enough proof, especially nowadays in social media.
Oh, exactly.
Anything that you state has to be backed up with an actual screenshot or with actual proof.
Kyrack's a fool.
What did he say?
He said more interesting story than James Charles.
That is just a fact. If you don't present the receipts at the moment of the situation, you have lost. It was not justified, bro. No matter how you try to say it was justified, you cannot use a derogatory term to battle another derogatory term. It leads to the same intricate plot of just talking shit and not getting the point across.
Send me your number, he says.
What? Oh, hell no.
Hey, jump in, shit. Hold on. Jump in the Discord. You want to jump in our Discord? I'll put the link in the description. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I forgot he has a Discord.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Send the link to the Discord.
I'm not sure he's going to use the Discord. To be honest with you,
Huh?
I'm not sure if he uses Discord because I tried to talk to him the other time when me
You
and Six
suck.
had
That's what.
Okay then.
That's what I said. You heard me.
Okay, I'll shut up now.
You heard me.
I'll shut up.
Shut it up.
Shut the duck.
Bang bang.
Shut it up. That's some sound. All right, so hold on. Let me just do. I send the Discord link. So what I'm gonna do is, you got Discord on this phone or Hangouts on your phone? I mean, shit, there's two ways of doing this, really. Hold on.
Well, does he have a laptop?
He has a laptop, but he said
He's
he
not
wasn't home. Yeah,
He
he did
wasn't
say he
home.
wasn't home. So
He wasn't home.
Oh, okay.
so.
For me, it's just that I really could care less who was in the wrong. The facts were presented. Shit was said that was out of pocket. One person said one thing to the next and led to that point where that person said, yo, I had enough of this shit. I'm showing it. I'm tired of it. I am not feeling this. And that's how shit happens. This is why you gotta corner check all your fucking balls in the corner. You can't just let them go out of pocket.
Yep,
If beef is out
exactly.
of pocket, you let them know. Listen, my man, it's like this whole beef and shit. It has to be ended right here, then and now. Delete all this shit, and I don't want this getting breached out anywhere. And that could have been avoided.
Well,
So
to be honest,
what you trying to say, Cali? You trying to say Big Cloud doesn't speak facts? You're fired. You're fired. I don't like that. I don't like the attitude. Get my water.
Kelly Works has been
I don't like
demoted.
that. No, man, I don't like that. Man, it hurts my feelings. Try everything, man.
Kelly Works has been demoted to the squad.
Bro, Cali Rex, man. Counterculture is a bitch, bro. That's all I gotta say. Counterculture is a bitch.
Fucked up. Shit.
Like, it's too much shit going on, bro.
You gonna give me the fucking? You gonna give me the fucked up eyes? Like what? Okay. Okay.
Even for me, bro, there's a fucking point where it's like, yo, what the fuck is going on with society, bro?
YouTube in general is just crazy.
It's just.
I troll.
You see it in the chat right above you? I sent it in the chat, the Discord link. You see it?
I troll people just for the fuck of it on
It
Twitter.
should allow you. It should work. If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna have to ask Carlos to make me a mod, and then I can send him again. So, or Carlos can put the link
to the Discord.
Yep.
Yeah, I already put it in there.
Oh crap! Oh, no,
I sent him the link. I put it in the chat, in the actual YouTube chat. So I don't think he can receive messages on Twitter. So I don't think he can do that.
I mean, bro, I saw some shit. I see some shit on Twitter that I just ignore at times, just for that simple reason. But there's a time where shit is just like, what the hell is going on?
He tried to what was it? Tried to damage the control Hebot's tweet of the Arabic shit
that shit was still racial, bro. Regardless of how you put it, dude did a profiling.
Why y'all mess with that old woman? Leave that old woman alone.
Yo, Hebot is a spastic moron, bro. You know this?
Bro, he has not recovered since dude showed that chick who looked just like him with high heels on. He ain't recovered.
Bro,
I need to stop. Leave that man alone.
Everything that is about Sony, the dude is always on that fuck shit.
Yeah, leave that man alone.
Yeah. Fuck that, bro. This is why me trolling on Twitter is so much fun because dumb shit like that. I like having fun with dumb shit like that. That's my plateau. That's where I have fun at. But as far as like going against a person's sexuality, their race,
there's another one.
I leave that shit to the side. That's something that's a little bit of a pet peeve of mine. I don't like talking about race against people because at the end of the day, everybody is my brother, everybody's my sister. We are all in the same planet, miles and miles and thousands of miles away, but we both inhabit the same fucking plane. So guess what? I'm gonna have to share the space with that person, regardless if I don't like them or not.
Trash, you still in the chat? I'm about to let me know if you're still in the chat. If you're still in the chat, I'm about to try something.
Oh,
hey, Lamar.
Wait.
Let me check something real quick. If he's in the thing here, I'm gonna test him. Might be able to send him the thing.
Oh yeah, bro. Gundam and Rags, bro. Gundam is a funny ass dude, bro. I like watching his content.
I know.
Gundam a fool. That's what I gotta say, man. Because what he said about Belle Delphine,
that shit was true.
It's gotten worse. It's gotten worse with Belle Delphine because she's now selling like more bathwater, but she's
that is nasty.
Yo, she's crazy. She crazy.
That is nasty.
Somebody started $10,000. No, she said was it 10K she wanted? Like, bro, stop.
It's piss. It's 10K piss.
Stop,
bro. That is just plain nasty. Regardless of how you put it, yo, that chick,
buying bathwater in 20 minutes.
I mean, she hustling people for pee water, bro. Do you understand the logic behind that? That shit is nasty.
Mr. Lamont, I suggest you rewind the stream. Nobody said a word to King Thresh.
Lamont, if you don't like facts, bro,
He
if you
didn't say
don't
a thing
like,
to us, Game Thresh. He ain't say nothing to him. He just talking about the situation. So it's just you learn it first, okay? Dead
if
ass. I'm not even trolling. I'm being dead ass. Nobody said anything bad towards any side.
bro, if they don't like what we're saying, if you don't like the presentation of the facts, then
That's all
bro,
he said.
that's something that has to be said, has to be
There is
done to point to
being.
put the point into context. Because if we don't
Mhm.
show the point into context, then we're lying about something, and that's what makes a topic valid. Oh yeah, yeah, Callie, that shit was
Yeah, I don't think he's
that's
I'll be,
mastery
he's
level.
probably on his way home, I'm guessing, to jump in, and I'm guessing.
That's
Uh,
trolling mastery level right there. What she did, Callie Rex. I don't know how people fall for that shit,
what?
especially what the Belle Delphine did these past couple of 2 weeks.
Oh, with the Pornhub thing? Yeah, she was like, I need 1,000 or 1,000,000 thumbs up on a picture, and she got that in like record time, and then all of a sudden she created a Pornhub, did nothing with it or something. Yeah.
Nah, just it's just
It's
bro.
literally just random shit she posted. That's crazy. That's crazy how she got
Nah,
away with that.
that's nice trolling game right there, bro.
Good.
I
She
wish
good.
I had
I will give
that
her that.
mastery level.
I will give her that. She good at what she do. That's trolling. She's good.
I wish I had that type of mastery level of trolling. Woo.
But nah, I kind of wish that report was real. Even though it got debunked,
Oh,
supposedly.
with the whole STD shit and all
I
that
was
stuff.
like, bro, if that's true, I'm gonna die laughing. I'm gonna die laughing if that's true. I just thought it
Nah,
was.
straight bull. I'm actually from University Ave. But right now, I currently reside on the south side, 163rd and 3rd Ave.
That shit crazy, man. Dude's actually chugging it.
Yo, Cali Rex, man, the hustle is real, bro. Bath water is the trending topic right
Ain't a
now.
lot. It was this model talking about some. She was talking about think about selling her pubic hair. So
Oh yeah, that. Oh god,
ain't a lot. I was sitting there looking. I was like, damn, she got plenty of it. But damn,
God,
she
bro,
got plenty of
bro,
it.
bro. The amount of just like marketing strategy that some people come up with. Hey man, that shit is like on
Hey,
point.
real talk though, Callie. Dude was like, yo, I'll buy it. I'm not even joking in the thread. Dude was like, hey, I'll buy it.
Oh yeah,
It was like, yo, really? What is going on
yeah.
here? What's next? Girls sell their fingernails?
Yeah. Nah, bro. I think they might sell their ass hairs, man.
Ass hairs.
Smell
Toenail
the
clippings. You know, dudes got the foot fetishes. They see their toes. What's
sub
up,
stardust.
Stars? But
They might
they see the toenail clippings. They're like, oh,
hinted with the effluence of Dove and a little bit of shit stain mixed with it. Hey yo, nah, not my type of taste, bro. No. But hey, it is what it is. People nowadays will jump high and low for just some stupid dumb shit on social media.
yeah, pretty much. So I'm guessing. Well, I
I
don't know
wish
what's going on.
I wish that could happen at times, Cali Riggs, but you know what? You got to keep on striding, you got to keep on fighting, and you got to keep on surviving, bro. That's just how life is. You
Of the
either
future. Yeah, I've been had that mindset. The future mankind just give up on. It's like so many dumbasses. Just give
yo, there's actually this song that I was listening to from Big Pun's son, Chris Rivers,
up.
and he has some good shit on that album, bro. Like he did a skit with a AI artificial intelligence based robotic being called Automaton. And Automaton actually asked him a very important question. How do you see humanity in 1,000 years from now? And he told them, I can't say nothing about
Mm,
that because I won't live that long. But if people was to look back
yeah.
on this generation, They would say this is the generation that was lost and didn't have nothing to say. That is some powerful shit right there, bro.
Oh man, that shit.
That is some powerful shit right there. Like that had my mind blown. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. I'm guessing. Who's in the chat? I see. Stray Bull, Cali, Stardust, players. Ooh, what's this in here? Hold on. One second. Nope. That was yesterday. So. That's either. Who the hell is doing that? Oh, that's probably Lobo doing that. Lobo, you on the Discord?
Yo, Lobo.
Yeah, that's probably Lobo on the Discord. Oh, well. He said he's banned for 7 days, so I guess in 7 days the full shebang will be revealed, supposedly. So I guess the best way to look at that.
Yo, Cali, bro. I told you, man, that Steam sale, when it goes on, man, people will go bankrupt because they got so many good damn freaking deals. It's hard to pass by. I understand the feeling, bro. I understand
He
the
brought that Switch Mini. I don't know why he fraud. He brought it.
Nah, I think I'm gonna get that. I think that's gonna be my option for my kids because bro, I can't afford 3 Switches. That's $900 down the drain.
Well, that's there's your option. $200
For 3, that's 600. I save myself 300.
There you
I
go.
win. Yay.
There you go. Can't go wrong with that.
But I mean, is he still trying to get into the stream? Or?
I have no clue. He disappeared in the chat. So I sent the link twice. I don't know what happened, but
Probably his cell phone
yeah,
phone service
he
probably
probably
went
more
down.
likely was on his cell phone driving and whatnot. So let him I guess, they'll talk about it later, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to talk about.
Some of it, I mean, y'all talk about it eventually. So here he has the Discord link.
Yeah.
I think he got it. I sent it in the chat though, but he can jump on in there.
Yo, Players United, bro. That is so true, man. Like anything is for fucking sale right now on social media. You could sell 30-year-old cheese to anybody and they'll buy that shit.
30-year-old cheese.
Bro.
I'm already done with the shit.
30-year-old cheese. Very exquisite on taste. No. Not by a long shot.
Yeah. Definitely interesting discussion though. But
yeah, I think we're gonna have to shut this down.
It's getting super late. It's super
I
late.
gotta get some fucking sleep. I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta go take my kids to summer camp tomorrow.
Hey, so you want to enjoy that? Hey, go ahead and jump into this actual chat discussion.
So, my fellow gamers, my fellow people around the world, around the planet, treat each other with common courtesy, respect, and most importantly, don't use ignorance to fight ignorance. It doesn't get the job done. It just shows you more or less empowering the situation more than what it is. Yep. As always, it's a pleasure. As always, gamer by choice, not by trend. You can use it, but you can never wear it out, and that's how it goes. And my fellow stream mates, BitCloud Gaming and the Savage Lobo, please, fellas, give your outros.
Yeah, this is Big Cloud Gaming, host of the RGT podcast. And I'll see you guys on Friday and everything.
This is the Savage Lobo. Thank you for the link, Carlos. I'm gonna possibly do my own stream about the whole between me and Thrash later on tomorrow.
Oh Lord!
If I don't go to work tomorrow because I have
So much
Yes.
shit to take care of.
I ain't in that.
Yeah,
I ain't in it. I
that's
don't want to hear nothing. I already did it. So that's
I
what
know it's not involving you. It's
I
gonna be a
crazy.
solo stream for me.
That's how it is, man.
Now with
Yeah.
that though, I'm gonna hit for everybody in the chat. I'll hit Thrash up literally. I'll hit him up with a friend request after this. So I'll sure I get the full details at the end of the stream. All right.
Yeah, man. Like we wanna know because
I'll get
what we're seeing from what the context is at, this shit is out of pocket and shit has to be addressed. And both of these individuals have to come into a common space.
yeah.
Yo, feel sinister, bro. Bro, nobody ain't scared about the truth. You could dislike it, hit the dislike button, bro. Like I really give two fucks about
This
you.
dude, madly trying to troll. When
Yo,
we,
you trying to hard body yourself into a stream, bro, is not. Go ahead, dislike it. I give two fucks about your self-existence, my brother. Like you really are not that relevant in my space and
oh
time.
god.
So go ahead.
I'll hit him up though. I'll hit Thrash up.
Yeah, hit him up, hit him up, hit him up, hit him up.
I'll hit him up offline. So I won't get to talk to him probably tomorrow if he
yeah, man.
if you show a live show. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
and if you could do a live stream with him, so that
Mm.
he could say his piece and inform people a little bit more.
Yeah.
That would actually benefit the situation, but as what is presented right now and how shit is going is not looking so hot for either side. It's not
Yeah,
looking
I'll
good.
look into it. I'll look into it. There's a lot of shit going on, so I'll definitely look into it.
I'm not scared of nothing. Theo, you want to invite? You could have a one-on-one debate with me right now if you feeling that froggy, bro.
Pretty sure
If
that's
you
a
want to take that,
I'm pretty sure that's a sucking out.
yeah. If you feeling froggy, and you want to take the leap into the chat, bro. Go ahead. We did give him a link. So what are you talking about? You just coming all late into the discussion and try to get your little 5 seconds of fame on a podcast, bro. Like, are you serious? Are you that desperate for attention, my friend? Are you that desperate to have friends to
Bro,
interact?
just hit the block button on dude and just end the stream.
So why no link? We did send the link. He's probably having service problems with his cell phone,
He
bro.
wasn't home anyway. He was out driving. I think he said he was out driving.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to get him into
man
a fucking damn car accident over some dumb shit, bro. Like, come on, let's be serious.
Don't worry, we'll definitely chop it up with him. We'll talk to him.
Yeah, like, bro, and if y'all want to host it on my channel, why not? I'll have an open chair for anybody.
Yeah, no problem. I don't see no problem anywhere.
Yeah.
I'll definitely
anybody on their podcast, if they want to say their piece and have a open discussion, are more than welcome to do so. With that being said, Theo, you have yourself a blessed night, and my balls hang real low, bro, and they are pretty big and heavy, and I have a lot of them.
You sent me this, right? I gotta jump in this. So.
All right, bro. With that being said, y'all have a blessed night, sweet dreams, keep it gaming, be helpful to one another, and most importantly, we are brothers and sisters till the end. Gamer by choice, not by trend. Deuces.
That actually rhymed. Bars.
Bam.